we're in Hadich, making l'chaim and clearing the air. I want to clarify a couple of things and just, speak my mind. L'chaim. Number one, Gila. She actually sent me money before she ever asked me to read the World Peace document by Yirah Anthony, Restoration of the Breach. Before she asked me to do that, I reached out to her, apologized for something I needed to apologize to her for. I asked her for some help, and she sent me $72. Okay, so she didn't tie that into reading the World Peace document. She asked me as a favor, without any money, she asked me as a favor to read the World Peace document by Nachman in Uman, and I agreed to, and I did. Then she also asked me, like, if she said she'll send me $50 for every place, every tomb of a holy rabbi that I go to and read it. That's a fair request. From her standpoint, why not? I'm saying it's not even charity. At that point, it's an investment. She believes that this is a good thing to do spiritually. So it's a fair request. It's not retarded. She's allowed to ask me that. Yeah. It's not even charity at this point. I'm saying it is charity. To me, I'm receiving charity, but I'm saying for her, it could be that she's not even taking it out of her charity money. It could be she's taking it out of money that she is spending on leisure, and to her, it's separate. Do you know what I mean? It could be it's not charity money to her. To her, it could be she's investing in what she believes is a messianic project. So it's important to clarify that, because in my previous video, I went on a rant about it, how I'm pissed that she's tying her charity to me with this demand of me reading a work that may or may not be heretical. But I'm just clarifying, it's not exactly true. It's not exactly correct, because first of all, maybe it's not charity. Maybe she's taking it from money that not in her charity fund. Maybe it's just from her leisure fund, and she just sees it as a worthwhile investment because she believes in this dude. Even if I don't believe it or you don't believe it, she believes in this dude. She believes that she's ushering in the Messianic era by having me read this document at holy places, And by the way, I love it. I love reading the document at these holy places because I actually like Anthony. I think he's a cool guy. I have problems with him, namely that I think he's haughty by not giving credit to his sources, meaning Anthony didn't go up the mountain at Sinai and talk to God. Moses did. But Anthony's pretending like God talks to him and that he just knows shit. He doesn't know anything. He reads books. And it's not his own work. Yeah, and also he thinks he's above criticism. Like, yeah, you don't have to respond to every email or comment on YouTube. I don't. But still, I think Anthony and me, I'm just saying, like, you could say, oh, I'm jealous or whatever. I just want to be a part of things. Maybe there's a little bit of that. I don't know. But really, 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 I honestly believe that me and Anthony together could do a lot greater things than just me by myself or Anthony by himself. Okay? I think if he actually worked with me, if he actually responded to me and worked with me, we could do a lot together. I think he's off on many things. I don't think he really believes in Chazal. Chazal is an acronym. It stands for Chachmenu. What does it stand for? Chazal. Zechrono Levracha. Yeah. Our sages of blessed memory. Chachmenu Zechrono Levracha. So I don't think he believes in Chazal. In that sense, I think he's a little bit of a heretic. Hold on. My flashlight, though. What's my flashlight on? Oh, my battery pack. Okay. Yeah, so in that sense, I think he's a little bit of a heretic. I think he believes in God. I think he believes in Torah. I think he doesn't. I don't think he believes in Talmud or. It's weird. To me, it's weird. I don't understand how a guy could believe in Zohar and love Zohar, but like hate on the Talmud. I don't know what he really believes about the Talmud, but from what I understand from his videos, he doesn't think too fondly of the Talmud. I might be way off on this. I don't know. You guys can correct me, those of you that are followers of Anthony. So yeah, Gila didn't really do anything wrong. I mean, I'm allowed to be pissed. I'm allowed to want charity funds. I think I am deserving of charity, not because like I'm a good person or anything, just because if a dude needs help, you're supposed to help him. Yeah, I'm a dude that needs help. You're supposed to help me if you have the means. And listen, I don't know Gila's finances. Maybe she's really strapped for cash, but this is just worth it's worth a lot to her, this mission, because she really thinks she can bring Messiah. So if I thought I could bring Messiah by paying a nigga $50 to do a reading at holy sites, I would also, if I had the $50, I would do it, even if it was my last $50. And maybe it's her last $50. But I do have a genuine complaint against her and against other people that they don't really help me in life. They only help me like when I'm super desperate or like when there's conditions attached. And that hurts me. That hurts me. Like, I actually need the help, dude. I slept outside a night in Budapest. I, didn't have a money for a taxi when I needed it. And I had to like take a hitchhike in middle of nowhere, not speaking the language. And I was walking around for hours in the middle of the night in a random Ukrainian town that didn't even have electricity. It was pitch black. Like, I'm saying, like, I actually am suffering just because I don't have enough money to get by. And to me, like, all you people out there, you know my story, you know my condition, you know what I'm going through. And like, I feel like most people are just refusing to help me. Not just most, everyone. And yeah, I don't know your finances. Maybe like the $18 you sent me is your last $18 and you really can't help me any more than that. Fine, I don't know. I don't know your finances. But I'm saying Gila didn't do anything that's wrong technically, and I'm still allowed to have grievances against her for setting a condition for her money. But again, I just want to clarify, I don't know her finances. It could be the money she's giving me is not from her charity fund. It's from her like leisure fund. And to her, it's worth it to spend money that she could go out to eat in a restaurant with her family, but instead she's sending to me because she thinks it's bringing the messianic era. So yeah, Gila didn't really do anything wrong. I'm still allowed to be pissed about the whole situation. I'm also happy that I'm reading the document at these places because I was trying to say this a minute ago and I forgot what I was saying, but I went on a tangent. But I think it's cool that I can be the vessel to connect Anthony with these holy tzaddikim, these saints, these righteous rabbis, We believe, it's written, by Chazal, that when you go to the grave of a righteous person, not when you go to the grave, sorry, when you read the works of a righteous person, their lips move in the grave, whatever that means. I don't know if that's meant to be literal or not. But their lips move in the grave, okay? I mean, an actual righteous person, their body doesn't decay, so they still have lips. It could be it's literal. It could be it's 100% literal. I don't know if it was meant to be literal, but it could be. Saying because we believe that their bodies don't decay. Someone who's actually righteous, their body does not decay. They don't get attacked by bugs. Their body stays intact. And there's stories about this. There's stories about this of people that have been exhumed or whatever it's called. They took them out of the grave. Years later, their body's still intact, 100% fresh. Also, by the way, they say righteous people don't stink. Their sweat, they don't smell. They don't, I'm just saying. So it could be 100% literal that their lips are moving in the grave when we read their works. Okay, so when you read Tanya, so the author of Tanya, Shner Zalman from Liadi, the Baal Tanya, his lips are moving when you read Tanya. What happens if we're all reading Tanya at the same time? Which part of Tanya is he reading? I don't know. I don't know how it works. I don't know if it was meant to be literal, but that's what they say, okay? So, Anthony's alive. Thank God he's alive and hopefully well and healthy. He should be well and healthy and wealthy. But I'm saying if a dead guy moves his lips when I read his book, I'm saying how much more so a dude that's alive, right? So I do think that I'm channeling Anthony when I read his works. And I'm proud to be the channel to do that with in holy places because that's giving him a connection to these holy individuals, these holy rabbis that I'm visiting. And I think that's necessary. I think Anthony needs to connect to these rabbis. Like we all do. Like I need to connect and you need to connect. That's, we all need these holy rabbis to assist us in life. It's a real thing. There's Ibor Neshama, which is like impregnation of souls. Like you can get impregnated by holy people. They can help you out in life. Now I don't know if I'm gonna cause him an Ibor Neshama by reading his books at their graves, but at least we'll get something going. Some kind of like connection. Okay. So I think I've said enough about Anthony and about Gila. Just to summarize, I'm pissed that I have to like do something to get the money, but on the other hand, I can understand her. I don't think she's sending me her charity funds. I think she's sending me money that she would have used to take her family out to dinner. You get what I'm saying? It's not like charity funds. If it was charity funds, that would be messed up. You can't send someone charity on conditions. But I don't think she's sending me charity money. I think she's sending me leisure money. You get what I'm saying? Every Jew, you have your regular money and you have your charity money. Because you have to give, biblically, you have to give charity. You have to give between 10 and 20. You're not allowed to give more than 20. You're not allowed to give less than 10. You have to give at least 10%. I don't know. They say you can give up to half of the money you have. I don't know what that means because I was always told you're not supposed to give more than 20%. But my Rabbi Moshe, my friend that I traveled with, I don't know, he always tells me that I can give up to half and that he gives up to half. And like, meaning if you have like a sandwich and someone tells you they want some food, you can give them half your sandwich, not more. If you have cigarettes and someone comes and asks you for cigarettes, you can give them up to half of what you have. It's kind of funny though, because we talk about like, okay, what happens if they ask you again? What happens if you give half your sandwich and then they ask you again for more? So you give them half of what you still have. You keep giving half. Like, it makes a little no sense. It's kind of funny, but it goes against the whole 20% thing. But he knows what he's saying, and he was telling me from like legit sources, legit people that have done this. They gave up to half. I don't know how it works. I mean, you know where the half comes from? Probably from Achashverosh in the Purim story. He said to Queen Esther, I'll give you up to half of my kingdom. Whatever. Anyway, so what I'm trying to say is, I don't like that I have conditions involved in my help, like people helping me. But at the same time, I understand her. I don't think she's giving me charity. I think she's actually spending money that's not from her charity fund. I think she's spending her own personal money because she believes in this mission. So, like, yeah. Clear on that? Clear? Good. Can we move on? Let's move on. I want to talk about something else. I have what to talk about. It's not just that I want to talk about something else. I have what I want to tell you. You're going to have to hold on a minute. I wanted to talk about Trump's plan for the Middle East. What is it going to look like long term? I have no idea. I don't know. I'm just guessing and speculating like you. But, okay, the number one problem I have with that is that terrorists are walking free. There's going to be terrorists going around Europe. Like Ryan Macbeth, I just watched 2 of his videos. He talks about they're going to be going to college campuses. They're going to be organizing and recruiting for their terrorist networks. Like, that's a fact. Hamas walks away free. Any one of Hamas members who wants can go to Europe. They can go wherever they want. Paid for by Donald Trump, or I don't know who's paying for it, but they can go wherever they want. And they have immunity. No one's allowed to punish them for raping, murdering, live streaming it too. Like, we know what they did. They fucking live streamed it. Like, I live stream shit to YouTube and whatever, TikTok, Facebook. They live streamed themselves murdering and raping and beheading and doing all kinds of retarded shit. And we know who they are, where they are, what they did, but we can't kill them. So I don't know, is Israel going to really track them down and kill them against international law? Just they're all going to suddenly die in mysterious causes? Maybe, but probably not. Probably not, right? So a lot of these terrorists are going to be walking around in Europe, in European cities, in European college campuses, recruiting for terrorist organizations. That's a little fucked up. But Gaza, under the conditions, the 20-point plan or whatever, 21 or 20-point plan, Again, it's confusing, the whole plan. I didn't really understand it at all until I watched this video from Ryan Macbeth. He explains it very well. Based on what I understand now from his video, I think it's really cool. I mean, dude, Gaza can actually become a really cool place. Dude, if I'm saying under the Trump plan, Gaza is pretty much the 51st state of the United States. It's not even. It's the Donald Trump. Pretty much Donald Trump gets to control what happens in Gaza. It's Donald and his friends. There's a there's a council of people that get to control what goes on in Gaza. They're like the governors of Gaza. And it's pretty much just Donald Trump and people that are close to him that he trusts. Like one of them is the former Prime Minister of Britain, I believe, Tony Blair. I don't know who the rest of them are, but I'm just saying Donald Trump and his friends get to control Gaza. And it's like, I would rather live under Donald Trump and his friends than the Israeli government, than the United States government, than Hamas for sure, or the Palestinian Authority or Fatah for sure. I'm saying I don't like the United States government, how it functions, how it works. And I don't like the Israeli government, how it functions and work. And I for sure don't like all these Palestinian factions, So I'm just thinking years ahead, if in like 20 years, Gaza is really like, this oasis of peace and prosperity in the Middle East, and Donald Trump is the governor, even once his term in the United States as president is over, he's still going to be in charge of Gaza, yeah? Dude, I would love to live there. I'll move there, bro. I'll fucking live in Gaza, bro. I don't give a shit. What, so my neighbors are going to be Arabs? I don't give a shit. I'd rather live there. It's technically part of Israel. I'm saying the biblical Israel. I'm living in the Holy Land with God. What's the advantage of living in the Holy Land, by the way? It's not that the majority of people are Jewish, which I don't even know if that's true. But the advantage of living in the Holy Land, it's not the IDF, it's not any of that. The advantage is that God himself controls everything. Obviously, God controls the world and everything in the world, but God did set up a system of governance where ministering angels have power. So in every area, there's 70 of these, nations. I don't know how it works today, because today you have more than 70 countries, more than 70 nations, but there's technically 70 ministering angels, and they each control their area and their people, which again, the people, it's all mixed up today. No one can really trace. You don't have 70 nations today, but spiritually, there's 70 nations, each one with its ministering angel, and they each have the power to control their area and their people. Even though God's on top of them, and they don't have any existence without God giving them existence in every moment. But God gave them that freedom, okay? So in Israel, you don't have that. In Israel, we're the 71st nation, or the first of 70, whatever, But in Israel, it's just God himself. There's no ministering angel over the land of Israel and the people of Israel. So that's the advantage of living in the biblical state of Israel. Biblical land of Israel. So if I could live in the biblical Israel without having to answer to Netanyahu or the United States Senate or Supreme Court or all this bullshit, for sure I'll do it. The only one I got to answer is Donald Trump. Fine, I agree with him on like 70% of stuff. Like, he's going to give me a good life, I don't think he like fully understands me. I think he thinks that weed is bad and ketamine is bad and all this bullshit, but I'll play his game. I'll go to the doctor and get my ketamine. I'll go to the doctor and get my weed. I'll play his game. Like, whatever. I'm just saying I prefer to live under Donald Trump than to live under any government. Doesn't matter which government. If Donald Trump is the only one I have to answer to, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. It's a big win for me and people like me that want just freedom and liberty, I don't know about this whole Illuminati. People get into conspiracies like Illuminati. Donald Trump works for them. He's bad. I cannot talk to you about Illuminati type shit. Because, I don't know. I'm saying once you go into that rabbit hole, you'll see they have a lot of proofs. They have a lot of proofs that, like, see, they're all working on one team. They're all evil. They're all wicked. I don't know. I can't talk to you about that because I don't know. What do I know? So, yeah, that's really what I wanted to talk about. I wanted to clear the air, make right what I said wrong about Gila and Anthony, or really just Gila about Anthony. I wanted to tell you that I'm very excited about this Trump peace plan. Even though terrorists are going to walk free, scot-free, and they're going to go recruit the whole youth generation in Europe, not in the United States. You think Trump's going to let them in the United States? Not a chance. I mean, I hope not, but I don't think so. I think he's too smart for that. I don't think he's going to let them in the United States. But Europe's going to get fucked. Europe is going to be fucked because of this peace plan. I'm just saying. But the Europeans don't care. Europeans love Hamas. So, good for them. You love Hamas, so take them. Which they are. They're taking them. That's what's going to happen. Also, it takes away power from this whole ideology of Hamas. Because, like, you're going to have a few Hamasniks that are going to be, like, strong and powerful. And they're not going to want to give up arms. They're going to be like, no, like, yeah, we signed this deal, but we were fucked by Qatar, we were fucked by the world, and we're not going to give up. But, like, half of them are going to take the deal, and they're just going to go to Europe. So it really weakens the whole Hamas standpoint that, like, we're these tough people that don't give up, and we fight to the death. No, you don't. Half of you guys are going to sell out. Half of you guys are going to, at least half are going to sell out. They're going to follow the deal. They're going to go take their 5-star new lifestyle in Europe, live as a king, paid for by I don't know who. Someone's going to pay for their life. And they're going to be treated like kings. People in Europe love Hamas. College students in Europe love Hamas. And they're going to be treated like kings. So at least half of them are going to take this deal. And that really weakens the whole ideology. Like, you can't really take them seriously. Like, I don't think you could take them seriously as they stood on October 7th. But now all the more so you can't take them seriously. Half of them, you're going to see, watch, half of them are going to sell out to this deal, and they're just going to move to Europe and live like kings. And then you can't really take them seriously, like, oh, they believe in it. No, they don't. If they believed in it, they wouldn't sell out and go to Europe, right? They don't actually believe in what they're doing. It just weakens the whole ideology, which is a good thing. It's a good thing. This is a war of ideologies. It's not just a war of, like, I don't know. You could say it's a war about land, a war of religion. It's a war that no. It's just ideology. Religion's ideology? I don't even know if it's religious. I don't even know. They use the religion. They use the religion as a weapon, but I don't know if it's really rooted in religion. I think it's rooted in ideology that goes deeper than religion. Yishmael. That's what it's all about. It's about Yishmael. It's not about Allah or Muhammad. It's about Ishmael. Yeah, anything else? I don't know. I can't think of anything else, but I'm going to keep the video rolling just in case. L'chaim. I have something I want to tell you. I don't want to tell you because you're all going to use it against me. I have something I want to tell you. I just don't want to tell you. You're all going to use it against me. You're going to tell me it's whatever. I don't want to tell you. L'chaim. Okay, here goes. If you want to use it against me, you could use it against me. But I'm just saying it's not fair, it's not nice, and it's not accurate. It's not true. Okay, to use it against me. You'll see what I'm talking about, why. So, 2 nights ago, I had a guy here. There's a guy, like I'm in Hadich, yeah, by the Balatanya. There's a guy that runs the campus. You know, he's in charge of, like, everything, you know. What's his name again? If I remember his name, I'll tell you. I can't remember his name at the moment. But anyways, he beat the shit out of me. And for a few hours, I was confused. I thought maybe I actually did something wrong. Because, like, all the Jews pretty much took his side. And they were telling me, like, oh, I got too drunk and it was my fault. But I actually spoke to someone who was there. There's a Jew that was there. He told me I didn't do anything wrong. He said I didn't do anything wrong, and straight up he doesn't understand what happened with the guy. I didn't do anything wrong, and I knew that. I'm saying deep down I knew that. I don't just start up with people. Like, yeah, I'll get rowdy and drunk, and I won't honor people. I won't give them the honor that they think they deserve. But, like, I'm not just gonna start attacking people. I'm not even gonna say mean things to people unless there's, like, a real reason and a good reason to. But, like, I'm not just gonna start attacking people. You know? Anyways, I didn't do anything wrong. And I have a Jewish witness that was there. He told me I did nothing wrong. Okay? The guy beat the crap out of me. My body is all bruised. I mean, I don't know if there's like visible bruises. I don't see anything on my face, but my face hurts. It hurts. Like, it just hurts. My whole face hurts. It's not just my face. My whole body hurts. It's mostly on the left side of my body, but my whole body hurts. Like, I'm aching everywhere. My whole fucking body hurts. I didn't take off like my pants and look for bruises on my face. I don't see any bruises, but like my whole face, even on the right side, but it's mostly on the left on my body. It was my whole body. Dude, he fucking beat the shit out of me. After he beat the shit out of me, he maced me, meaning I'm on the ground, like dead, yeah? He fucking came back with beer mace and maced me. He stole my phone. He took my phone. I didn't have my phone for like a full 24 hours. I didn't have my phone. He took my phone from me. Then when I ran away to the cabin where I'm staying, he locked me inside, okay? He locked me inside. In the morning, I had to jump out the window to get out. I jumped out the window. Again today, by the way, I woke up in the morning. Last night, nothing happened. You know, I sat next to him at the meal. By the way, as soon as I sat down next to him, he got up and left the meal. The guy, he wears a yarmulke. He's a guy. He wears a yarmulke. He pretends like he's part of the chevra, like the group. I sat down next to him on purpose. I wanted to show him, like, first of all, fuck you, I'm not afraid of you. And second of all, I was, like, testing him to see what he would do. I sat down right next to him. He got up, left the meal. He didn't come back. He's obviously, like, uncomfortable around me. Okay, but it's funny. Nothing else happened except that I wake up in the morning and, again, the door's locked. He locked me inside. I'm guessing it's him. Who else would lock me inside? The other workers here don't even have the key. When I went and complained in the morning, it took them an hour to find the right worker who has the key. Like, none of them even have the key to lock me in. So I'm pretty sure, I mean, it's got to be him. Who else locked me inside? So yeah, he locked me inside again last night, even though last night I didn't fight with him. Before you get excited and judge me and say, oh, it's because I said fuck you, Gila, and because I was mean to Gila, or before you, like, blame me for shit, I want to continue. I have a lot to say on this, but I want to say the rabbi here pretty much took his side. Like, no one cared that I got beaten up. I'm saying people, like the Jew that was there told me, like, he understands me and I didn't do anything wrong and it's fucked up. He was telling me, like, a lot of rabbis are fucked up. Just because someone's a rabbi doesn't mean they're holy. Like, he's on my side, at least from what he's telling me, you know? But I'm saying the guy didn't get fired. No one really took it seriously. Plus, the guy wouldn't give me back my phone. The guy wouldn't give me back my phone until he wanted my code. He wanted me to give him my code. I'm not giving him my code, right? What we ended up doing with the rabbi is the rabbi stood there and I deleted the video. I showed them that I deleted the video because I had a video of him, like, trying to attack me before he actually beat the shit out of me. He was, like, running at me and, like, trying to punch me. So I have a video of that. I had a video of that. But he didn't want to give me back my phone. He wanted to delete it. So what we ended up doing was that I deleted it and I showed him that I deleted it with the rabbi there. Okay, fine. But the rabbi doesn't give a shit. The rabbi didn't fire him. The rabbi wouldn't make him give me back my phone until I deleted the video. The rabbi's on his side. The rabbi took the side of the goy that beat the shit out of me for no reason over me, a Jew that came to the holy burial spot of the real rabbi. The fake rabbi that's in charge here, that has 3 houses and fucking cars everywhere and mad money, took the side of the guy that beat the shit out of me. I'm just saying the rabbi's a little fucked in the head, in my opinion. Also, like, other people here, I could tell, like, there's Jews here that are Ukrainians. I'm saying the Jew that took my side, he's also Ukrainian. But there's other Ukrainian Jews there that I can tell they're pissed at me. One of them was telling me I have to reflect, do tshuva. Obviously, I deserved it. And then another dude that I see all day, he's just sitting and talking with Ukrainians and smiling and laughing with the Ukrainians. I keep seeing them look at me and they're obviously talking about me. It's like, what the fuck, dude? You think they're your friends, bro? You pay them so they're your friends. They're not really your friends, bro. I'm your friend. I'm a Jew. Even if you don't know me, I'll help you if you need it. Like, it's a little fucked in the head that these people take the Ukrainian side. But anyways, I want to reiterate a point I've made in previous videos at least once. That you could tell me from today till tomorrow, like, oh, I deserved it. It was a punishment. Like, oh, I spoke against Gila, so I got beaten up. Like, I know someone out there wants to say that. Someone out there thinks that. That's bullshit. I've said this before. Only righteous people get punished for their misdeeds. Only righteous people. You don't just... I'm saying the guy that beat the shit out of me, nothing happened to him. He will suffer. He will have to make rectification for what he did to me. But it didn't happen yet. and it's not immediate, right? He didn't even get fired. He didn't even get fired. Even like a basic consequence that any normal person would have. He didn't even get that. I'm just saying he's walking around. He's eating the meals. He's eating with the Jews. He's fucking sitting. The Jewish men are sitting with their Jewish wives and Jewish children. And he's sitting there eating steak with them and drinking wine with them. With a kippah on his head, pretending he's a Jew. He's a fucking guy. He's not Jewish. But I'm just saying nothing happened to him. So you're gonna tell me I got punished and that's why I got beaten up? I'm just telling you that's bullshit. That's not how it works. I don't know why I got beaten up and my phone's stolen and all that. I don't know, but it's definitely not because of the video I made about Gila. I'm just saying, like, that's why I didn't want to tell you why I got beaten up, because I knew someone out there is gonna use it against me. Be like, see, you spoke about Gila, so you got beaten up. No, it's not why. That's not why. It's not fucking why. Yeah. Anyways, the holiday for me is already over because I live in Israel. Even though I'm not Israeli with a citizenship, I live there, so I keep 1 day. Here they keep 2 days, right? So it's still holiday here till tonight. I don't know if everyone's gonna leave tomorrow or tonight or after Shabbos. I don't know. Whenever everyone leaves, I'm gonna try to get a ride to some big city or some airport so I could get out of here. I'm almost out of money. I have enough money to like still buy cigarettes and beer, which I did this morning, but I'm gonna have to pay for a flight and maybe transportation to the airport, and I don't have that money. There's a dude that owes me money. He might pay me. He was supposed to pay me today. He didn't. I don't really want to reach out to him because I don't know if he didn't pay me. Then I'm thinking maybe he just doesn't have the money and I don't want to pressure him. But I'm just saying my friend was in a bad spot. So I sent him $30 and then $100. I might have sent him something else also. I don't even remember. But I sent him a bunch of money. And he said he's going to give it back to me on Tuesday. I feel like today's already Wednesday. I didn't get the money back. I told him I don't need this money until Tuesday. On Tuesday, I'll need the money. You give it back to me on Tuesday. Because he told me by Tuesday, he'll have all the money. So I said, no problem. Till Tuesday, I sent him all the money, pretty much all the money I had. Which now I don't have any money. I'm telling you, I have like, whatever, $20, $30. That's enough for beer and cigarettes. But it's not enough for a taxi or a train or a bus or a flight, So I'm going to need help with that. I don't know if you give a shit or not, but I need someone to help me, first of all, with a flight. And then if these Jews don't take me to the airport or to, like, whatever, I'm going to need help getting to the airport. Also, I don't know if they're going to try to charge me money. Like, I paid $50 when I got here for 2 nights. I stayed already another 2 nights. They might try to charge me another $50, which I don't want to pay because they beat the shit out of me, locked me in my house twice. Like, I don't want to pay. Why the fuck should I pay them? But they might not let me go. They might tell the guy to beat me up again if I don't pay. So I might need to pay them. Plus, I don't know. They're probably gonna try to charge me for food, which food here is fucking expensive. Yeah, it's good food, good service. There's like 10 waiters just standing around the table, just bringing you steaks and wine and like good shit. Which not me. Meaning they're not letting me have. They're limiting my alcohol, which is why this morning I bought like 10 beers and I have in the fridge. I'm stocked myself. I'm going to the store and buying from the Goya because the fucking Jews are limiting my alcohol, claiming that I'm problematic. Even though I have a Jewish witness that said I didn't start shit. I got drunk with the Jews. I was drinking wine. I drank 3 cups of wine. The Ukrainian Jew gave me fucking like 2 big cups of whiskey or small cups of whiskey. Not whiskey, vodka. And I got very drunk, but I didn't do anything. Another dude, not even him, another dude was there, told me, witness, I did nothing wrong. I got beaten up for no reason. So yeah, the rabbi's fucked in the head for making me delete the video to get my phone back. And for not firing the guy on the spot. And I feel like he's fucked in the head just in general. You don't hire Ukrainians to head your operation. Fucking fly in Israelis. They'll do a much better job. They'll actually care about the place. Like, they all say, oh, this dude's a Ben Noach. He's a Ben Noach. He loves Jews. No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. He recognizes that this place is rich as fuck. This place has a helipad. They have a helipad. When you get into the parking lot, there's a helipad. I just noticed this morning, a fucking helipad. I was saying, that's how rich this place is. First of all, the rabbi has 3 houses. But besides that, there's a fucking helipad. I've never seen a rabbi's tomb or a synagogue that had a helipad. This place is fucking rich. They have big-time donors. Big-time donors. So this guy is smart enough to be like, okay, I'm not going to make more money anywhere else. I might as well pretend like I love Jews and work here. So that's what he's doing. That's his game. I don't know why he feels so threatened by me. Like, I don't know. I guess because I got like 5-star service without paying for it. I'm saying I paid for my bed, but like, I don't know. The rabbi told me like with the meals and with the rest of the nights here, I can pay him after the holiday. So the guy probably thinks like, oh, he's not paying. Why are they treating him so nice? And he's probably jealous. I don't know why. If he's jealous, he can just convert. Why doesn't he want to convert? Because he doesn't really like Judaism. He wants to be a guy. I don't know. By the way, my message to everyone out there is, why the fuck do you not convert? Back in the day, like, maybe it was harder to convert. Today, it's mad easy. I'm not talking about politically converting with the state of Israel and going to school and all that bullshit. Find 3 Jews, make the circumcision, go to mikvah, and you're Jewish. It's mad simple and easy. It doesn't cost money. Like, I don't know why people out there are still, like, angry at the Jews and hateful towards the Jews. Just fucking convert. Be one of us. Like, don't hate us because you ain't us. Just join us, you know? Anyways, rant over. L'chaim l'chaim.